Hi there, here's a tutorial to how to use MuseScore for our first project of Heart and Soul. Here's the lead sheet. We are going to be copying this. What I'd like to do is copy the bass line and the chords and eventually add the melody to it and show you how to do that. So you'd have to open up MuseScore. Let's go ahead and do that. 4 is a newer one, nice and good. I like it a lot. Click on a new one. And now we have to choose what instruments. We're going to choose piano, so that's under the keyboard section. You see there's lots of choices here. We'll choose piano. And you have to click on this arrow to add it to your score. You can have quite a few different instruments in. You could have organ or any of the other ones. And if you wanted the organ to be on top, you can then select it and choose where it goes. But I think I will just delete that and start with just a piano. And I can put done. Or next, it doesn't matter. Done. So now I've got this. If you want, you can call it Heart and Soul and give it a little subtitle if you want, like a jazz feel or something, but I'm just going to call it Piano Duet. Eventually you can put the composer arranger in. I think it was Hoagie Carmichael who composed the song, and someone else did the lyrics, but that's good enough to start with. Okay, here's your treble clef, here's your bass clef. Now some people don't want to see it this tight, and to fix that, go down to layout. We can make it 4 bars if you take this system break, hold it down, drag and count 1, 2, 3, 4, let it go. And now we've got 4 bars in that line. That's what this little arrow is. It says we've broken that system up. And I'm going to do that for another 4 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do it for another 4 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you could keep going if you wanted to, but that's how you get 4 bars per line, so it's a little easier to see. At this point, I'm going to move this over a little bit so we can go back and forth to the music. Let's start putting in the bass notes. Now you will need a C, then a rest, then an A, then the rest. And don't forget his bass clef. Just copy the lines and spaces exactly. So if you click on this quarter note tool, you'll notice the edit tool goes blue. We can start putting notes in, and you just put it where it is. The C is here, and then you need a rest, so you can click on the rest tool, and now there's the rest. And this is a quarter note. Take it off, and we can put the A down. Now pretend instead of putting an A, I put a G. That's the wrong note, but if I use my up arrow, it goes to a G sharp to an A, and you can go up and down as much as you want to get the right notes. You'll notice there's already a rest in, so I don't have to put it there. Let's go, and we'll put this F in, and then this G in here. So back to here. I clicked it, I didn't want it. A very useful thing is Command Z or Control Z to undo. The F goes here, it's got a rest, so I'll skip to the next beat, and I'll put a G in, and just give me a rest. Perfect. If I take this blue edit tool off, then I can select things. If I want to select this note, I can put it higher, or I could turn it into a rest, but I'm going to undo that. What I'd like to do is click somewhere where there is not a note, and I get the whole measure. If you hold Shift down, then you get 2 measures, and if you put Control C or Command C on a Mac, then you can paste. Command V, and you can keep pasting, and I'm saving myself a ton of work by doing this, but it just means I don't have many changes in it. That can be changed later. So we've got this line repeated a whole bunch of times, so we're going to do it again and again. Now we have to put in a rest, and then a C chord, C, E, G. So going back to here, let's go back to this tool, and we need a rest to start with. So we'll put a rest in, then we'll take the rest off, and we need a C, E, G. So there's a C, E, G. We need another rest, so we'll put a chord note rest in. And then if you're looking, we need an A, C, E for the A minor chord, a rest, F, A, C, a rest, G, B, D. So going back to the tool, take the rest off, we need to get an A, C, E. Let's go the C, down to an A, there's an A, C, E there. We need a rest for the next bar. Take the rest off, we need an F, A, C. Might go down C, A, F, but it's wrong. I didn't want that. I wanted it there. It's not that. There we go. That's tricky because I wanted to go to the staff below, but I wanted to keep it in the upper staff. Now we need a rest, quarter note, 1 beat rest, and finally we'll get a G, B, D. So take the rest off. There's a G, Oops, I need to go up, so I will use my arrows to get to a G. There's a B. There's a D. Now, we have this if you press play. Oh, I put in the wrong one. I wasn't careful at the top, but that's okay. If I select this measure and this measure, and I put Command or Control C, I can paste it to where I wanted it in the original place, and I didn't lose any work, and I can keep copying and pasting it. And now, to play from the beginning. There we go. That sounds exactly right. Now that's just the accompaniment. I might make that my introduction without anything else, but I'll need a double bar line at some point. Here it is, double bar line. You drag that to here. It shows you there's a new section starting here. One more really cool thing. I don't have it. Clefs times signature. I'll have to add it later on. Repeats and jumps. I wanted a letter A, but I will find that later. This is a new one. Palettes, do we have it? Brackets, ornaments, breast, bras, notes. Accordion, bagpipe, beam properties, lines. I'll have to find out how to put the rehearsal letters in later on. Continuing on, we need a new line to put this in. So if you press the letter I for instrument, you'll come back to this window. Let's go back to keyboards, but you could easily choose a trumpet or a trombone to play the melody instead, or you can have vocals, but I'm going to choose another piano because eventually you will make a piano duet, quite possibly. I'm going to add in one more piano too. Notice that one is lower than this one. I'm going to choose the melody to be above the accompaniment. So I moved it up. Now we have the empty part here. Our job now is to add the C, 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 B, A, and we're going to put that in the top line, but let me put it here at bar 5 so we have an introduction where it doesn't happen. So we need to go back to the quarter note tool. Bar 5, let's go C. I didn't want it there. Oh, I did. It's a bar 5. I don't know why it jumped like that, but it did. C, and now I need a half note here. There's a C. And now looking at here, we need an 8th note rest, and then a bunch of 8th notes for C, B, A, B, C, D. Undo. Let me click on rest, and let me click on 8th notes. There's the 8th note rest. Put it at the beginning of the measure, take it off. Then we're going to go C, B, A. Oops, I need to go up to a B, C, and now that one will have to be a quarter note. And don't worry that that is broken between those two. It has the flags, or it's together, it doesn't matter. Next is E, E, E. And you go ahead and you put quarter notes E, E, and E. We need another 8th note rest, so let's choose 8th note rest. Click it there. And now we need E, D, C, D, E, F. Undo. And we go off with the rest. E, D, C, D, E, and a quarter note F at the end. And hopefully that's enough for you to continue. Eventually need a half note G and a C, 8th note rest, and you put in all these notes. You will have a tricky one there at the bar 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a dotted C. So to do a dotted note, we'll go to where it would be right here. You need a quarter note, dotted quarter note, and then you go C. Then it says an 8th note after that, B, and back to the dotted quarter note, and there you go. And you keep adding the notes. And when you press play, I can probably do it from here. I don't want it there. I would like it up a little higher. It's not letting me do it. I want to. Oh, I know. Take off the edit thing. Click on the measure you want to play from. Don't know why you can't hear the bottom part now. There we go. Because I only clicked that. Aha! If you want to hear everything, you have to press shift and do the whole thing and press play. Not bad at all. Good luck, and let me know if you need any help.